Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Anchor Light Meditation. So, this morning we had emotional healing for anxiety, and here the second part we're doing prosperity healing, and it's for unworthiness. So, just in case you weren't paying attention or you spaced out, um, we're going to do emotional healing connected to prosperity. So, you go, how does that work? Every thought, every emotion we created. So, a lot of times we create our own obstacles. So we'll first do a meditation, bring down a lot of spiritual energy, and flush out this energy of unworthiness. So before we start, let's ask for blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, we thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you. In full faith, so it is. And I also ask the blessings of my teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui Mahaguju Mailing. Thank you. In full faith. And so it is. All right. So before we do the prosperity healing, let's just have a little bit of context on it. Because a lot of people on the spiritual path always say, why are you talking about prosperity? You know, we're here to do spiritual work. In fact, money is always a problem. It pulls me away from the spiritual path. Actually, I remember many years before, just to give you context, my teacher would always write letter. I would write letters with me. This was in 1988. And as I write letters with him, I would ask him questions about spirituality, about meditation and healing. It takes 2-3 weeks to get to the Philippines and another 2-3 weeks or more to come back. And he would answer my questions, but he would always finish it by, before he signs off, love and blessings, Master Chokok Sui, he will always ask, how are your finances? And at some point I was wondering, I said, why does he keep asking me about my finances where I'm here to do spiritual work? And then he would say, how are you doing? How are your finances doing? It's very weird. So about a year or so after being in the United States, doing healing, meditation, so on and so on, I went and visited family, visited a teacher. So finally asked him, Master, I'm in the U.S. to do your spiritual work, teach pranic healing, spread meditation. Why you keep asking me about my finances? I'm here to do spiritual work. He said, very difficult to serve on empty stomach. And that's why I realized that I've been looking at it all wrong. He started to explain to me, he says, look, all these great spiritual organizations that do a lot of work in spreading spiritual teachings are well-funded. And so with you, if your finances are not in order, you do not have the freedom to do what you want. If you want to go meditate, you want to go to holy places, you can't do it because you're broke. I said, oh, I never thought of it that way. And so spirituality and money are two sides of the same coin. And a lot of people struggle with that for many reasons. I'll just cover one of them right now. And because they always feel like they're not worthy to be prosperous. They feel like, that only happens to a certain type of people. And that perception in their mind is actually doing two things. One, they're creating thoughts that actually prevent them from being prosperous. And those thought forms that are in their aura, like a cloud, actually repel prosperity energies that could probably be coming towards them. So the two together basically causes what a lot of people on the spiritual path to be broke. And so what we try to do with these meditations is bring down a lot of spiritual energy, flush out all these thoughts and emotions out of our system so that at least we can see, it could actually help us. In fact, in the Kriya Shakti, the prosperity class, I remember we usually start the class, and many years ago he would say, why are you taking this prosperity course? Two reasons. Number one, to give yourself and your family a more comfortable life. Nothing wrong with that. And number two, to fulfill your spiritual destiny. And when I heard that, I go, fulfill your spiritual destiny? Then he proceeded to go in further. He says, look, A lot of you want to do good. You want to help a lot of your friends, your loved ones. Some of you might want to start a healing center, a place where people can gather and learn to meditate and heal. Well, it's not free. It costs money. So if your finances are in order, it gives you the freedom, the independence to pursue what you really, or you, the soul, really want to accomplish. And I thought about it, never thought of it that way. Because a lot of cultures, a lot of religions, always give you a guilt trip about money being the root of all evil. Actually, if you look at the Bible, it doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money. And if you go to the Greek, if I remember correctly, it was, what do you call this when it was translated? Originally in the Greek, it says the obsession of money. Well, we can say that about anything. Obsession about anything could be a cause of evil. Now, one of the things that I remember my teacher was talking to us one time, he says, look, there's this story. One time in a certain part of the Philippines, there was a red tide. Microorganisms was invading that part, so the sea, the algae or something like that, turned red. And of course, there were a lot of dead fish. And he was telling us the story of one person who came to the hospital asking for treatment because he ate some of this fish. So the doctor asked him, did you know that the fish was affected by the red tide? The person said yes. Now, you and I, the first thing we're going to think of is like, why? Why would you eat something that you know fully well it's not good for you? You know what the person says? Because he didn't have money. He didn't have any money to buy food. So rather than die, he ate food that was contaminated. And I remember my teacher used to say, you see, oftentimes people say money is the root of all evil, when in reality, a lot of people, due to lack of money, will do things that are bad or something that's not good for you or other people. If you look at the pickpocketers, you look at least in third world countries, they do things that are quote-unquote evil because they don't have a choice. They're broke, they can feed their family. I actually know of some, when we were in the Philippines, there's some people who would do things like steal because they don't have money to buy medicine for the family members that are sick. Now, I know what you guys are saying. It always comes like, well, but I also know a lot of rich people that do bad things. So that's exactly the point. It's a choice that they made. So if you put the right pieces together, if you have someone who has the right heart, at the same time have resources, they can use that money to help a lot of people. Now, let's address the point of this meditation. Unworthiness. That's actually a thought form that's created by the soul due to negative experiences or due to programming by adults when we were children. So let's say if your parents didn't do well financially, oftentimes they would say words that are hurtful. They would say, oh, that's only for people who can afford it. Oh, so good things in life, they would say, oh, that's only for people who are lucky or not. So a lot of these things are programmed to us like thoughts and emotions that go into our consciousness growing up. So what happens? You're growing up in a cloud of all these thoughts and emotions. If you don't know how to flush it out, that becomes the way you think. And so we subconsciously push this prosperity and luck out of our life. When in reality, if we just simply disintegrate a lot of these thoughts and emotions that are embedded in the chakras and also in the aura can breathe, and we substitute with prosperity consciousness thoughts that will actually help us to become more prosperous so we can help more people, simultaneously attract prosperity energy into our lives. So the two together gives us the opportunity to have a better life as well as have the resources to help people and fulfill our spiritual destiny. So I hope that gives you a bit of a background of why we're doing this. I realized since I've been traveling, I haven't been able to do the Friday prosperity healings because oftentimes that's my travel day. But I'm taking advantage of the fact that when I'm here in town, we'll do it. Now, these prosperity thought forms are located in many places in your aura. So, the anti-prosperity consciousness and thoughts are also located in a similar place. So, just point it out to you, ajna, throat, front and back solar plexus, and basic. Those are the chakras where they're stored. The prosperity thought forms as well as the poverty consciousness thoughts. That's where they're stored. So first we'll do our meditation, bring down lots of spiritual energy. As we're under that waterfall of divine energy, we'll focus on using that spiritual energy to disintegrate and flush out these poverty consciousness thoughts of unworthiness, that we're not lucky enough like other people to attract prosperity. Just flush it out of the ajna, the throat, the front, back, solar plexus, and basic chakras. Now, I hope you have a bucket of salt water next to you. If you don't, just visualize a beautiful violet fire. Make it super bright. And we'll do the meditation and flush it out, and we'll replace it with prosperity consciousness thoughts. Now, before we do the meditation, I just want to let you know that this Sunday, you probably saw it in the post, we're having a special meditation and healing session that's going to be on letting go of resentment. That's going to be 8 a.m. California time. So you guys do the conversion. If you're in Europe, it's +7 or +8 or 9. So that's still within waking hours. I think even if you're in Australia, that might work. If you're in Asia, that's +3 or +15 or 16 hours. So 8 should be 11 o'clock. Still workable. And the reason I'm doing that is because, I know, I was working out at the gym this morning, and it just hit me. I just saw people buying flowers in the store afterwards, and yesterday too. I go, oh, Valentine's Day's coming up. And, a lot of people go through the motions. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. It could be to a romantic person, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, or it could be with family members. And it just hit me. I go, a lot of people hold on to resentment. And if people have resentment, you're saying, I love you, etc., but deep down, there's an emotional pain that you did not release. And those things build up over time. And if you don't release it, at some point, they become the seed to cause problems in our relationships. So I thought, well, happy Valentine's Day coming up. You might as well get rid of anything that prevents us from truly sharing our love with other people. So I know it's kind of short notice. That's like 2 days from now. But better do it than not. And of course, here in the United States, it's Super Bowl. And people say, why are you doing it on Super Bowl day? Well, I'll tell you what. You join when you can join. Hold in your friends and loved ones and do it if you can. If not, we'll leave it on online for at least till after Valentine's Day, so you can still practice it. It's going to be about an hour, so make sure you have a bucket half full with water, a handful of salt. No need to buy expensive salt. You're just going to dump garbage and trash and negative psychic energy. Don't be going, let me go get sea salt. Just the cheapest salt you can find. Just not Epsom salt. Okay? Sodium chloride. Have it next to you. We're going to do a lot of self-cleansing. We'll identify what causes the resentment. We'll disintegrate those thoughts and emotions. That way you can be free of all this ball and chain that you've been hanging on for the last, 10, 20, 30, some people 70, 80 years. We'll use energy to get rid of it, and we'll also do the forgiveness technique. All right? So that's going to be this Sunday, 8 a.m. California time. You guys do the conversion. All right, that's that. Okay, so let's do our meditation now and do prosperity healing for this session. Oh, let me just add this in. I'll cover this on Sunday too. When a person gets angry and upset and they don't forgive, the negative energy is in the front solar plexus. And then at some point it builds up and it fills up your front and back solar plexus. That's why you feel nauseated. When that anger, resentment is not released, justified or not, somebody really hurt you, but you choose to hold on to it, that blockage in the back solar plexus could do one of a few things. One, over time, could set the conditions for diabetes to manifest. Number two, as that anger, resentment, negative energy in the back solar plexus builds up over time, it shifts down. That's why you notice when you're angry, upset, you feel heavy, or when you're with people that are always very negative, it feels heavy. Somehow, I don't know if it's gravity. I doubt it's gravity. It's just the frequency of the vibration so heavy from the back solar plexus, which is your mid back area, it drops down, down, down to the base of your spine. That's why I said in one of the videos one time, resentment could make you broke financially. Because as that negative energy in the back solar plexus comes down and fills your basic chakra, instead of being so vibrant and absorbing prosperity energy and creating prosperity consciousness in your life, it starts to slow down and get dark. And guess what happens? Then a person becomes, what's a good word to say? Becomes pessimistic about their finances. Because your chakras not only have physical functions, they have psychological functions. So when the basic chakra gets clogged up, the person starts becoming depressed about money, cannot make good financial decisions, and it's just a downward spiral. Okay, so resentment can make you broke. And I'll cover this on Sunday, but think of it this way. Somebody's hurt you. Nobody's arguing about that. But for you to choose, and the magic word is to choose, not to let it go. First of all, the person that's hurt you don't know and don't care. You're the only one hurting yourself. So let it go, flush it out, and with these meditations, it'll make it a little easier. But we cannot make the choice for you. If you choose to let it go, the divine energy coming down can flush it out for you. Okay, we'll cover that on Sunday. Today, we'll just get rid of unworthiness to be prosperous and successful. I always use this example. You watch these TV shows where people, it's like a game show, like the popular one I can remember is Price is Right. And people bidding on little stuff to finally get to the big stuff, right? Like a car. But initially it's like a cereal or soap or something. And it just blows my mind. You go, hey, they won out of like how many people, right? They're bidding and they won. And I'm going, what did they win? A box of, dishwashing liquid. Yeah, and then jump around, and they finally they win like a set of luggage, which they could easily buy for less than $200. But for them, yeah, and then when they finally interview them, they go, yeah, it's amazing. I've never won anything in my life. And I'm going, okay, but you could buy those. But you see, it reflects the consciousness. They don't feel worthy that all this good stuff can only happen to other people. So when little things like it happen, they go, yeah, they jump for joy. That shows they have a lot of unworthiness, thoughts, and emotions still embedded in their chakras. Make sense? So what we want to do today in this meditation is bring down a lot of spiritual energy and like a fire hose, just flush it out of your system. So here's what we're going to do. We always want to have a before and after comparison. So I want you to think right now of where you're at, how you feel about money, about prosperity, about how lucky you are. How much do you deserve to be happy and prosperous? To have a comfortable life, to have things that you want, things that you need, to be able to have some level of luxury and comfort for you and your family members. Just think about it. So we have a before and after comparison. You always have to have a baseline so that you know after the session if it changed. And be honest with yourself. Don't be doing, oh yeah, I affirm this, I affirm that. I forget that nonsense. Just really be honest with yourself where you're at. Do you feel worthy to be prosperous? Do you feel that you can attract prosperity or not? Just be honest with yourself so this thought form can come to the surface. If you cover it up with, fake affirmations, if you just read a book, I affirm this, I affirm that, even though you're feeling bad about yourself, that's going to just cause problems. And I'll just say it. I know some of you will be upset, but hey, don't shoot the messenger. If you don't acknowledge this thought forms of lack of self-worth, negative self-image about money and prosperity, if you don't acknowledge it first, and you just try to cover it up with affirmations, visualizations, and say, no, I affirm this, I affirm that, those positive thought forms are great and wonderful. But if you don't release the stuff underneath, guess what? Those things build up over time. And then one day, kapow, it explodes. Same thing like resentment. You don't acknowledge it, You just say, it's okay, I love everyone, I'm the most loving person in the universe, blah, 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 blah. You do all that. One day, a little spark, things explode. Clear? You don't have to believe me. You're welcome to suffer longer. But if you're smart, you just say, okay. I just acknowledge growing up, I have this feeling that only my classmates are prosperous. It can never happen to me. Just admit it. So that way, that thought form, watch this thought and emotion that's embedded in the chakras will come to the surface. As it comes to the surface, we can flush it out. If you don't, you just keep layers on top. One day, when you're all by yourself, when things are not working out so well, you're going to break down and cry and go, I can't believe it. I have all this crap for the last 30, 40, 50 years. How come I didn't release it? Do it now. With the group energy and the meditation, so much energy comes through, release it. Okay? So, it's up to you. All right. So, we're going to do the great invocation. Essentially, the secret, as we do meditation, Twin Hearts, or Great Invocation, we're utilizing that meditation to bless the earth, bless Turkey, bless Syria. We're not the ones doing blessing. The divine energy is flowing through us. As the divine energy flows through us, magic word, through, it's kicking up to the surface and then flushing it out. It's just like if you have a pipe that's dirty, one of the fastest ways to clean the pipe is to run high-pressure water through it. And that high-pressure water is the divine energy flowing through us as we bless Mother Earth. Now, and some of you who are so good-hearted, you go, I don't want to dirty the earth. Believe me, if you poop at 30,000 feet in the air and that poop comes out of the plane, it's already dissolved and nothing by the time it hits the ground. So it'd be something like, don't worry about it. You know, some people, I don't want to do this because as I bless the earth, I do meditation, my dirty energy will dirty the earth. Don't worry about it. That's the least of your problems. Just get rid of it. Okay? Are we done? Because I know some of you are thinking, well, I don't want to do this, I don't do that. Just get rid of all that nonsense. Just do the meditation. Flush it out of your system. Okay? We go to the meditation, flush it out, and then we'll replace it with positive thoughts and emotions and use that to attract prosperity and God and do a lot of good. That's that. Simple. Shall we? Just ask for blessings to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, and spiritual helpers. You can pray to whoever you like. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahago Jumeling, thank you. Thank you for this meditation. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith. And so it is. All right, put your hands together. Just tap your crown. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion or the thoughts. I am the soul. I, the soul, am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that, the soul, the spiritual self. Be still. I am connected in one with my higher soul. I am connected in one with the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Just be still. There's only oneness. We are one. Now open your hands in blessing. Just say we are one. Our hearts are one. Our souls are one. There's only oneness. Now imagine all of us are beings of light inside the big bright sun looking out into the solar system. Just say we are one. We are one with God's presence in the solar system, also known as the solar logos in Theosophy. We are one. Now imagine a brilliant light pouring out of the sun on the earth. Let's chant Om 3 times before we do the great invocation. Om, Om, Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. Pour this divine light to every person, every being on earth. Fill the country of Turkey, Syria, Iran, Ukraine, and other places of the world that needs blessing with this brilliant, brilliant light. May all be blessed with divine light, wisdom, understanding. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May all be blessed with divine love and kindness, with mercy and compassion towards all. Bless the country of Turkey and Syria with love, with mercy and compassion, as well as other places in the world where people are suffering, like Iran, Afghanistan, Ukraine, different parts of the world where people are suffering and they don't make it to the news. May all be blessed with divine love, mercy, and compassion. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth, especially in Turkey, Syria, Ukraine, Iran, and other places in the world. May there be the will to do good. So be it. From the center which you call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth, especially in Turkey, Syria, Iran, and Ukraine, and other places in the world where people are needing help. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan in all these places. So be it. Just be still. Let the blessings of light, divine love, and divine power fill the entire earth, especially focusing on Turkey, Syria, and the people affected by the earthquakes. Iran, the Ukraine, the country of Ukraine, all the people. May all be blessed. So be it. Be still. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. So be it. Just be still and let the blessings flow through us. So be it. Just be aware of your crown, your hands and your feet, and let the blessings flow through your entire being. Now, just focus on a brilliant light floating above your head. Put your entire awareness on it. That brilliant light above your head. Just say, I am that. I am that light. That light am I. Now just be still and listen. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let divine love, mercy, and compassion descend throughout the entire earth. Now, may God's messenger of love return to earth. Be still. Just put your entire awareness on that brilliant light above your head. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. Just be still, let the blessings flow through. Just silently say, we are one. We're one with the solar logos. We're one with God's presence in the solar system. So it is. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Be still and let the blessings just flow through us as a brilliant beam of light from the sun, illuminating the entire earth, both the inner worlds and the outer worlds. Just be still. Om. 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 Blessings be to all. Just be still and let the energy flow through you. May your soul be purified by the brilliant light. May all your energy centers, your meridians and your channels, and your entire aura be purified by the brilliant divine light. Just be still, keep your hands where they are, hands uncrossed, feet uncrossed, let the blessings continue flowing through you. The divine energy is cleansing your crown, your forehead, your ajna. All poverty consciousness, thoughts, emotions are disintegrated, extracted, expelled to the nearest violet fire or salt water to you. The liquid divine energy is cleansing your throat center of all worry. May all these negative thoughts be disintegrated, extracted, expelled in their salt water, violet fire to you. The liquid divine energy is pouring deep into your front and back solar plexus, excavating, dissolving, disintegrating any poverty consciousness, any type of unworthiness, thoughts, emotions, and energies. Be dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled in their salt water, violet fire to you now. So be it. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your entire body, pouring down to your basic chakra. All poverty consciousness, thoughts, emotions, ideas, conscious or subconscious, are dissolved, disintegrated, fully extracted, expelled to the nearest violet fire or salt water to you now. The liquid divine energy is also concentrating deep into the center of the basic chakra, dissolving, disintegrating any type of poverty consciousness, ideas from other people. These are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled to their saltwater violet fire to you. Just be still and listen. Be super receptive to the brilliant light. Om. 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 Be still. Just be still. Let the energy flow through you. Keep your hands where they are. Continue to bless the earth. Let the blessings flow through us. Just say, blessings be to all. So be it. I'm letting go, letting go, letting go. Now. And so it is. Now go like this. Follow me. Say, all negative energies cut, disconnect, cut, disconnect, cut, disconnect. Now flick your hands in the violet fire or the salt water next to you. Say, I'm letting go. Now close your eyes to be still. Just be receptive. Now with your eyes closed, Hands down, just be still. I want you to picture yourself happy, healthy, and prosperous. And the most important part is how you're using your prosperity, not only to improve your life, but improve the lives of others. Service is a critical part of prosperity. There has to be a purpose for being prosperous. Think of the people you're going to help. Think of the causes that you can fund. Picture yourself doing it now. You will be energized. As your heart desires materials now properly. So it is. Just be still, take a deep breath, hold it, say thank you. Exhale. Again. Inhale, silently say thank you, hold it, exhale. One more time, inhale. Say thank you. All these blessings have materialized in your life. Say thank you. And exhale. One more time. Picture yourself being prosperous, happy, and being of service to so many with your prosperity. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Silently say thank you. Now verbally say thank you. And exhale. Now keep your tongue in your palate, just be still, let it assimilate. So be it. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Just be still. Just say, we thank you. Okay? To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, especially angels of prosperity. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, to all the great higher beings, to Mahaguruji Meling, thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, open your eyes. And it's a longer session. Apologize, it's like weeks, kind of late, but I want to make sure everything we're able to do, we did. So now compare your consciousness about money and prosperity, your worthiness to be prosperous. That do you at least entertain the fact that, hey, you could win a prize, you could win the lottery. Prosperous people will be attracted to you. Just observe. Okay? Just give me some feedback. Let me know how you feel. That'll be very helpful. That way we did that before and after. Because when the thought forms are disintegrated and flushed out, you uncover another layer. So as you do the meditation and the healing over and over again, and then you replace it with the positive thoughts and emotions, that moves you in the forward direction. All right. So anyway, thank you for joining me. We want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And so this Sunday, for the ones who just joined us, at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so California time, you guys do the conversion. There should be a, what do you call this thing? A banner on Facebook and Instagram showing you where the link is, or you just go to mastercode.org. You'll see it. We'll go to mastercode.org, boom, it's right there. And you click on it, you register. It's not, okay, you're going to ask again. It's not going to be in social media because it restricts me in what I need to do. I want to be able to guide you in letting go of this old, crap to be able to flush it out, identify it and flush it out and use energy to go in it. And sometimes, unfortunately, what do you call this? Social media companies, they don't, it's, AI. They don't understand what I'm saying. So they have muted it and all that. And people say, hey, I didn't know what you said. So it's going to be a closed room. Okay, the online place you will sign in, and then a lot of you have accounts already, and you just go to mastercode.org. All is there. You click, take you to a page. Log in if you haven't already, and then sign up, and it's free. You get a link. So on Sunday, 8 a.m., I'll be here in the office, just the three of us, me, myself, and I, the inner trinity, and we're going to do intense meditation. After that, we'll identify the different causes of our resentment, who they are, what they are. Is it a person? Is it a situation? Is it a group of people? Whatever it is. So as you identify it, it comes out of the chakra, and then we'll go in and just flush everything out. And we'll go chakra by chakra, just scraping it out, letting go. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So if you still don't want to do it, well, you want to hold on to your old crap, then you go suffer. I know that sounds bad, but sometimes people say, this is mine. Okay, well, okay, go suffer. You can't blame anybody. Not costing you anything. It just costs you time to click a button. If you don't want to do that, keep your resentment. If you suffer, you have nobody to blame but yourself. But if you're willing, we'd love to help you. All right? So this Sunday, I know it's short notice. I know some people complain, hey, it's short notice. Well, you don't have to do it. Nobody's forcing you. But if you want to flush it out, show up. And we'll leave it online after we do it live. We'll see how many days. It depends on the response. Okay, mastergo.org. It's rare. Click on it. And we'll see you Sunday. All right, let's give thanks. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, especially the angels of prosperity, thank you. Present to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you. In full faith, and so it is. All right. So good night, good day, wherever you are. Wish you much joy, happiness, and prosperity, and we will see you for Releasing Resentment Healing Workshop. We'll see you this Sunday. Okay? Namaste. Take good care. God bless. You can find a button to push. Spacing out a little bit. Here we go. See ya. Oops, wrong one.